Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why I'm in creative mode, it's because I wanted to do this video separately away from my survival world server with my friend. I didn't want to do it in there, so that's why I created a new world creative so that way I can get this video done. But just to give you a heads up, the video is going to be about showing you different locations that I feel like is a good spot to build a home base in Grounded 2. So yeah, let's get right into it.
We'll take you down below, down to say hello, down to hell you go, your time is due. Now it's time to start the show, I do it real slow, so the pain will grow out on you blue. Now it's time for me to play with the bigger let's have some fun today, don't you cry. Shh, it'll be okay, I put you on display, you can't get away, time to die.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and the first house location is going to be directly on the left side of where you spawn when you are playing the game. So when you spawn in the game, you spawn directly here. When you come out, you're going to see this instantly right away in front of you. It's going to be automatically to your left side over by these wooden, I guess, platform right here, wooden platform. There's two routes you can take to get up here easily. You have the route where there's a lot of, you got the dust mites, you got the scorpions around here, little spiderlings. So if you want, you can go through the grass, go all the way straight. You're going to be able to go underneath here. Right here in this spot, there's a plastic knife. You can use that to climb up, and then you can start building your base up here. Or you can keep going forward, and then a little bit past here, there's like an entrance to come up. But the safer route, if you don't want to be getting attacked while coming up here, is over here in spawn. You can climb up on some leaves, parkour, and there's going to be like a dirt wall that connects all the way over here towards a wooden platform, and you can take that route. There's a little bit of some spiderlings or Weaver Juniors up there, but it's just in the like at the very first beginning part where you're climbing up to parkour. So yeah, I will admit up here there is a calipator, but the caliper doesn't do nothing. The reason why I know is because in my survival server that I'm playing with my friend, this is where we have our house. We haven't ventured out that much further out on the first stream. We just barely started doing the foundation of the house, and then we call it a day. But yeah, this is where we have our first base. The caliper doesn't do nothing. I believe it gives you food as well. Also, there's a water sprinkler that I know in our server. It drops droplets, which is very helpful, so you got water close by. You do have some spiders, cockroaches down below here. There's scorpions, like I said, over here. When we first ventured over here, a bombardier beetle spawns up here on that corner. So if you want to build up here but be safe at the same time, I recommend building all the way to the corner back here. Every now and then little baby cockroaches come out on that side. There's like a little spot over there that continues going more towards the back, so just be careful with that. But yeah, there's some white mushrooms as well at the bottom that you can eat. There's food, there's that, but you need to upgrade your hammer. And also there's a science station. Let me go ahead and show you. So right here by the water sprinkler, you can collect water there. You can put a water collector. It's by the house. But there's also this science station right here, this lab station, my bad. And when you go in there, it's gonna have like a water gallon, so you can drink water there, and it's gonna have a scan station to where you can scan any items that you have in your inventory that needs to be scanned. So for example, like this, I just collected a sap real quick, so yeah, so that way you won't have to be going all the way over here where it tells you in the beginning of the game what to do. You have a station over here to scan, you have water to drink, you have safe place to call home and stuff like that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this section. On to the next one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the second location, it's going to be over at entrance. So as you see, house 1 is over at snack bar front. We have entrance over here, and it's going to be in this location right here on this big tree. On these mushrooms, I tested it out. As you saw, I did like a little bit of contraptions here and there. You can build your platform, so that's good. So if you want to be on the high ground, kind of make it look like kind of blend it into the nature, you can use these mushrooms. You got You got that over there, so I'm assuming I have not been over there yet, but I'm assuming it drops, you know, water droplets, and that's probably that's one place, you know, you can get water. I'm seeing a lot of mushrooms around here. So if you don't wanna use stem pellets, you can use mushrooms to make the platform and everything, and you can use it to like blend in with the tree. If you wanna kind of match it. Over here, there is a water source over there. It's not clean water, so but like you can still drink it if you want, and then just refill up your hunger. I do know over there that there's like little gnats, the little flies. So there's also food source there. And where there's mushrooms, there's also the little tiny mushrooms that you can eat. So there's more food. I believe over there are berries, those red ones, because I do know in part one there was only the only blue purple berries, I believe. So, you know, there's another food source right there, plus materials to collect. I do know over there by the staircase of the entrance, you cannot build. I tried over there because I was like, you know, that looks like a good place to build a house right on those stairs. You know, make a first floor, second, all that type of stuff. But you cannot build up there, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it's understandable. So yeah, you got water source with food source over there. I'm seeing mosquitoes. I know I saw a bombardier beetle. There's a bombardier beetle right there. Got berries. Possible water source over there as well. Looks to be a cave there. And yeah, so right here, your first little section, I put stems. I put these stairs here because I was thinking to build like one bedroom right there, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna waste too much time trying to build something. So, but I'm sure you guys, you know, use your imagination. Could put one bedroom over there or a chest room over there. Just made a spiral stair to climb up. Over here, I kind of split this apart into like a corner stairs. Come up here, you can probably add something right there if you want. Upstairs, spiral, little platform right here, the floor. Right here, there's a milk molar. Collect that, and then build a platform here and connect it. Keep it going up. You know, however you want. But you know, up to you. Use your imagination. Build it how you want it, with whatever materials. And yeah, this is house location number 2. I'm quite curious if you can build up on that box. But I don't know. If you guys can build up there, let me know. It looks to be safe up there, but yeah, just, you know, let me know in the comments down below if you want to or not. But yeah, I'm gonna go find another house location and see what else I can do. Probably in there, but I'm not sure. Alright, see you in the other house location. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so for the third house location is basically on the opposite side of house location number 2 on the tree with the mushrooms. I saw this dirt path, so I was gonna follow it because when I zoomed in over here, I saw like this little section right here that looks to be like a rock and like a platform of an object. So I was thinking that maybe I could build something there. But on my way over here on the dirt path, I found like a nice little opening spot here that looks to be like a decent house location to build. The only issue is there are 2 stink bugs that are right next to the house in this little grass field right here. So you gotta be careful on that. The reason why I decided to put this one in here is because it has some stuff. It has materials to collect right underneath here next to the house. Another over here. You can build right now. I'll show you, but I'm just gonna show you real quick. House. See the bricks. Follow this dirt path right here, and it's gonna be on your right side. Oh, just a heads up. I saw 2 bombardier beetles right here, like in the entrance, and on the left side, around here, there were some spider webs. Could be like a spider cave around there or a nest area. So be careful on that when you're traveling, when you're in survival mode. But yeah, let me show you. So I just built this real quick. I had to build a curved wall because the wall right here, like a regular wall, didn't wanna, you know, work. And then you come in here, bada bing, bada boom, decent. The reason why I like this and I decided is because you have like your own built-in wall here, like already made, naturally made with the dirt. You have the wall here, so if anything wants to attack you, it's gonna have to come from the top on this side. You have this opening right here, which you could probably use it to make something else over there, and that opening over there. So let me show you real quick. Back here is barricaded block. That's the end of the map already. You can probably wall this off, like put a wall right here and make this into like a room or something if you want. You can also go on top of the branches, build something up there. Let's see what's up here. I know I saw materials up here that are perfect. This is why I think this would be a decent spot. You have this material. Look at all this food. Look at all these berries. Perfect spot to be farming all these berries. That's a lot of materials. So that's why I think this is a good spot, but also dangerous. So yeah, you have that spot, and then on the right side over here, if you come up this pathway, well, not the right side, my bad. Well, yeah, right side when you come in. You have underneath here, you have, I believe that's brittle quartz. I might be wrong. You have sour, you have fresh, you have spicy. A lot of materials to be collecting. You have this tunnel here you can block off. There's stink bugs here, so be careful. So like you see this one here. Yeah, this one. So you're gonna wanna have to block this off. To be honest, like, you're gonna have to block this off. There's a couple foods here. You know, collect these mushrooms. You can eat. I recommend building a wall here, block it off, because these stink bugs are really gonna get annoying. You have your materials. I mean, this is a good spot. I mean, I'm thinking to build a house here in my survival server. I mean, look at this. Sour, fresh, spicy, brittle quartz. And every now and then, couple hours later, you wait. They respawn again. You recollect them. I don't know if you can build up on this. I didn't try it. I just simply made that little door entrance. So if you can build something up here, that would be nice. You do have a juice box right there, so you have a little bit of some like water resources right there. I believe it gives you hunger, so it's not gonna fill up your water completely, but it will fill up a little bit of your water, your thirst, and your hunger. So yeah, this is nice. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, continuing from the third house, I don't know if this can be possible fourth location of the house, but basically you keep following the dirt path. Over there is already the end, finished map. You see this little like rock passage here. It's like its own little section. I don't know what you can do here. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't know what you can do here. I just put a little home for the spiders. Oh look, my ants there. I thought I lost them. But yeah. I don't know what you can do here. You can probably do like your own little garden, plant your crops here, your farm. There's a lot of mushrooms here, so a lot of food source. But the reason why I say possible is because there's not a lot of flat surface to place anything here. I mean, over here is quiet, so you can over here is an opening, so this spot can possibly work, but it's just that you have to raise up the ground. Like the foundation, so the floor foundation, whatever you're gonna build here, you're gonna have to raise it up like slightly above the rocks, and then put pillars underneath them to hold the foundation, because you need stability. Over that wood right there, the root is the ending of the map. You have the ice cream cart. I don't know if you can build up here. I mean, if you guys want want to be on higher ground, you know, this is a spot you can try to make something. I'm hatching a spider because I thought I lost my ride, my ant, because I came over here to check out this area. There is... I think a bank is getting robbed in game. There is water source here. There's a lot of flies, so not only do you have the mushroom little garden area over there that you can get food, there's more mushrooms over here. There's a lot of flies to collect food. Pine cones, there's a tree that you can possibly make something on the side there. I did see a mosquito. He's no longer here for some reason. I don't know where he went. There's sour candy. This is an ice cream. Note to self, I just barely learned on my own because I was trying to venture out a little bit more over here to see what's around here. Your mounts, the red ant soldier, the soldier red ant, it does not like the cold. As soon as it touched the ice cream, it disappeared on me. So I thought I lost it, but when I checked over there at that little stone garden area, it's in there in the home, so that's good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be the end of the video. These are the only locations that I found that seem to be good, or at least decently good, to build a base. When you first start the game, I recommend you build your base over here on top of here. It's on high ground, you're safe, not a lot of threat up there except for the bombardier beetle that's there. Sometimes a mosquito appears every now and then. The threat is underneath. Like I said, you can climb up from the dirt, safe route, just parkour from the grass, go there, or you can go through the grass here and climb up from the bottom through the plastic knife. There's a plastic knife right there, or you can just continue going forward and loop around. Reason why I say this is a perfect place right here to make your first base when you first get into the game is because you have water source right here. There's a sprinkler right here that produces water, so you have a limit of water there. Little mushrooms up here in the bottom. You can get the mushrooms, eat, and also in the machine there's a water gallon, so you can collect water there, drink. It's unlimited. You don't always gotta wait for the sprinkler to produce water. You can just go in there, and you can also, whenever you collect anything new that you need to scan, it's right there next to the house. Go in, scan your stuff that you collect that's new that needs to be scanned. So yeah, and there are spiders, scorpions there, mites, sometimes a mosquito every now and then. But yeah, that's the only threat, but they're all in the bottom, and bombardier at the very top. Second location that I say it's good to build a base, I would have to go with this one. Well, half good, because the two big stink bugs, remember that I said. So the only reason why I say it's the second best one to build is because open area, flat surface, already built in walls of the dirt, and you gotta build a wall barricaded over here in the back so the stink bugs won't go through it. Hopefully they don't attack it. I don't think the bombardiers, not the bombardiers, my bad, the stink bugs will attack your wall just as long as you aren't near it. Then they won't get aggroed, but if you get near them, they do get aggroed and then start breaking through your walls. So I recommend barricading them, making the walls like away from your house, not too close, and not too close to you. Don't get too close to it, because yeah, there's a lot of sour, fresh, and spicy materials here to collect, and every now and then, a couple hours later, you can recollect them once they respawn. A lot of berries here. There's a dirt path right here, remember that you saw on the ramp. You could go there, collect all the berries over here, collect all the resources here, the sour, spicy, the fresh. If you don't want the stink bug to get aggroed for you there, you can just come out your house, loop around right here, boom, get the stuff. And if they get aggroed, you can lead the stink bug this way, away from your home, and once he's non-aggro, going back in your home, boom, safe. So that's why I like this second location. So if you want to build a second base there, boom, that's a possible house fort location. Not a good spot, not a good space, depending, up to you guys. Right there, like I said, lift up the foundation up slightly above the rock because it's not fully flat there, the area. Put pillars underneath it to stabilize and hold it so it won't break. There is a little garden right there. There's a little garden right there of mushrooms, so you can build a little garden mushroom, keep on getting on food there. Water source over here. It's not clean, so you're gonna have to, there's not that much water source here, like clean water source to drink, unless you find a field station somewhere here. Then you can always go in there and hopefully hope for the best that there's a water gallon there to drink. Water cooler. And yeah, so I don't think this would be a good location, but that's the only one that I found over there. Second house location will be here on the tree. As soon as you come out, just come out, go right, boom, building the mushrooms. Depending if you want to go there, if you want to buy high ground or something, I recommend that one. But these are the only two main houses I recommend: house 1 and house 3. Like, subscribe, and please hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I'm posting the videos or when I'm streaming. Again, like I said, check the links down below in the description. I have a second YouTube channel with my friends called Midnight Brothers. We post different type of content over there. We ain't that good at it, but we do it just for the fun of it. It's like a little hobby for the both of us. So if you enjoy that content over there, subscribe. If you don't, it's alright. Again, join my Discord. So if you find anything over here, go to the images section, post it there so I can check it out, see if I like it or not, and might build a base over there. And also, I notify you guys whenever I upload a video or when I'm streaming on Discord. So if you want to be notified every day whenever I go live or upload, Discord's the way to go. Also, whenever I'm streaming, if I'm not streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on Twitch. I notify you guys that are on Discord as well when I go live on Twitch. And yeah, I think that's about it. Subscribe, the icon, all that stuff, like, you name it. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helped out. Bye bye.